بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه كما يحب ربنا ويرضاه. Some people that listen by live stream, لكن في إشكال معهم. There's something wrong with the live stream. So inshallah we're recording it on another way. Something wrong with the live stream. أخوتي في الله عندي سؤال عندك يا يوسف. الحلم ما هو الحلم؟ نعم الحلم أن حليم، الرجل يكون حليما، ما معنى عاقل، لا بس نعم ما معنى حلم؟ نعم صبر جميل. نعم طيب يا إخوة. نعم الحليم لها صور. There's different meanings of حليم. لكن واحد أنه لا يلوم, he doesn't blame. يعني يحتاج كل زوج وكل والد أن يكون حليما. Every husband and every father, he has to يكون حليم. You can't tell his wife, you're always late with the food. You never get this straight. You always do that. Why you don't listen when I tell you? You can't say that all the time. You have to, even with the mistake that's present, you still nice, calm, you still smiling. You have that way about you. No, it's all right. Ain't nobody. Next time, just do it like that. You have a nice way to remind them. You have that inside of you. Ya Habib, Hayakallah. You understand what I'm saying? You have that thing inside of you. You're like, oh man, here you go again with that same old thing. You can't talk to your wife like that, Aki. You can't talk to your wife like that. Ayyuha shabab, y'all. You young brothers that are not married yet. You can't do that to your wife like that. Every day, you like Sergeant Slaughter. You like you the officer. Like it's an army. It's not an army. It's not a cadet car in your house. And you're the officer, you're the lieutenant. And you run the house like a lieutenant and she's a soldier under you. No, it's not like that. فأنت تكون صابر جميل. Even though you see the mistake, you know your wife a mile away. You know that she always makes that mistake. So you try to clean it up before it comes. Try to help out before that happens. ما رأيتنا من ناقصات عقل ودين هكذا وصفهن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. نعم. Allah, the Prophet explained and described them that they're deficient in their intellect. She's not going to admit it. You always do that. No, she's not going to admit. She's not going to. So you meet her by the head. Na'am. Because you're Halim. Na'am. You're Halim. But some people, they get their thing off being on top all the time. They like being on the top all the time. They like blaming. There you go again. You made another mistake. Meaning I won. That's me. I'm the one who not. There you go again. They like that about themselves. Na'am. But now we want to take a different spin on it. Na'am. Correct one to Jamil. Na'am. You're not aggravated. That's the mother of your children. When she makes a mistake, you're through. Tired of this crap. She made a mistake, you still love her. Why can't it be like that? Why can't she make a mistake and you still smiling and you still with her? All the mistakes you make, and you go back to Allah and you're really saying, Ya Allah, here I am again. Please forgive me because I'm doing it again. And Allah, He does in your Aqi book. He doesn't punish you. Na'am. He gives you and you're dead wrong and He still gives you. Why don't you try to be like that with people and your children? Some people say about their children, my son is a la'ab. And my son, Allah yuslihu. I don't say that to your son. Don't have your son hear you say that about him. And my son, man, all I can do is just shake my head and make dua. Don't say that. Say something else. Because anta halim. You're halim. You have this forbearance. Another meaning of halim is to yu'akhir al-iqab imma li sababain. لعله يتحسن أو يجمع لنفسك حجة. نعم. Another thing for Halim is to delay the punishment, to delay it. Don't say anything. It's all right. Ain't no problem. It ain't no problem. No, it's no problem. You delay it. You don't do anything. You don't do anything. Maybe that person might be like, dang, I've done this so many times to my father, and he never said anything. I know when I was in Yemen, somebody reviewed Bulugh al-Maram with his father. It's like 1,500 hadiths in it. He made a lot of mistakes. His father sent him to the match. He's supposed to be memorizing this book. His father came up to review with him. He made a lot of mistakes. Not one time did his father say anything. No, another thing. No, why not? And just corrected him. Didn't say anything. Man, he felt so bad. Man, he went back and did it right. He went back and he did it right. Imagine if you ain't get this stuff straight. You wasted my time sending money up here. You a jokester. You ain't nothing. You what? How is he supposed to feel? Is he supposed to get up now and get the job done? Huh? He's supposed to get the job done now. Now that you done talked him down, put him down, belittled, he already feels bad already. So don't add salt to the wound. Ya Abdurrahman. Don't put salt on the wound. It's already a wound. It's already hurting. You understand what I'm saying? Don't add salt. Don't add insult to injury. That's how we say it in English. Don't add insult anta tudhilluhu ila al-jarh. Don't add insult to injury. Anta halim. Ya Isa. Anta halim. You let it go. You let it go. That's how the big brother has to be with the little brother. Can't be on top of it. Can't be on him. I see some of the students here, Ya Ba'dani, Ya Muhtaram, Ya Safwan. Some of the students, they come here to read to me. This thing is some of the students, they come here to read. They make a mistake. I'm like, La inna ladin. I correct them. La inna ladin. So somebody might go read to them. Wa yaqra inda la inna ladina. What is it? No, you need to. You were just with me, reading to me. And I was soft with you. Now somebody go read to you. You're like, la falamma inna ladina walamma. Calm down. نعم. وهذا الشيء لا بد يكون عندنا. أنا أذكر هذا خاصة للرجال المتزوجين. I mention this specifically for the men. Our women, they have qusur. Our women, they're not perfect. Man dhanna anna his wife is perfect and she don't make no mistakes. And you looking after the day, after 2 years of marriage, you're not perfect. They lied. I thought you was perfect. Who here thought that was the situation with their wife? So why are you so surprised and so upset when your wife falls short and she does the same mistake again? هذا نقص في عقلك أنت. نعم. فالنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول انظر إلى هذا الحديث فننظر أين النقص. Let's look at this hadith and let's see where the naqas, the deficiency, Jazakallah khair, Ya Muhammad, the deficiency, where it is. النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال ما رأيت من ناقصات عقل ودين أذهب للب الرجل حازم من إحداكن. أين النقص؟ على الرجل على المرأة؟ رجل حازم. I haven't seen anything for such deficient in their religion and deficient in their intellect, more overwhelming to a man who's resolute and sound. This woman that's deficient, a man that's resolute, sound, he's aware, she just drag him off this track. She'll knock him right off his path. Naam. Where's the naqas, ya Habib? Where's the deficiency? And that rajul. Nah, we already know that she's naqas. We already know that she's naqas. Naam. But how to take you from your jamal and take you from your uqul. Ya ra'id, ant ma'i. Naam, anta jameel. Anta labud takun jamilan. You have to be poised. You have to be jameel all the time. Kalamat takun tamaman. Ma yakhruj min kalimat nisa. Anta rajul. Don't say, well, she said to me, she's a mar'a, she's a woman. be compared to the woman. She said to me this, so I said the thing back to her. Yeah, Abe, shame on you. You have to stay poised. You have to stay clean. You cannot say things that are out of line. Because the women, they could dish out, they could throw, and they could stone. They can't take one stone. They could be throwing stones and rocks and everything, throwing everything. Bam, bam, bam. One little stone hit her right there. She's like, oh, no. Nuh-uh. So that's the way we have to handle it. Ya Abbas. Antmai. Tayyib. Allah Mustaan. This, Ya Abbas, this live stream is not working. So now I'm here recording it on the side. Well, mashallah, كان عندنا مجموعة هنا on the live stream here, ولكن قدر الله ما شاء فعل. طيب نحن في صفة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. كنا في طيب رائحة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. We're in the good smell of the Messenger of Allah صلى الله عليه وسلم. He had a natural scent. So much so that the companions of the Messenger of Allah, a number of them mentioned this and recorded it. Now, فقال عن جابر بن يزيد ابن الأسود عن أبيه قال حججنا مع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم حجة الوداع. We made Hajj with the Messenger of Allah صلى الله عليه وسلم, the farewell Hajj. متى كان حجة الوداع? When was the حجة الوداع يا عبد الرحمن؟ في أي سنة يا ماجد؟ العاشر. نعم في العاشر. نعم في العاشر. نعم في العاشر. متى كان فتح مكة? When was when the Prophet فتح مكة؟ يا عندك يا أنت. الثامنة. متى كان بارك الله فيكم صلح الحديبية? When was صلح? The what do you say? Recollection. We say, how you say that, ya Muhammad? Sulh, the treaty, reconciliation or whatever, the treaty. Naam, what year was that? Naam. لا كيف؟ ها؟ السادسة. They went on the 7th year. Naam. They got sent back. They told them to come back on the 7th year. Naam. So they came back on the 7th year and made the Umrah. Then they went back. And they came back the 8th year, Fatah Mecca. What happened on the 9th year? وَهُقَدْ فَتَحُوا Mecca. They already opened up Mecca. What happened on the 9th year? أرسل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أبا بكر وعمر أن لا يطوف بالبيت إريان. Nobody's no more making Hajj إريان. يطهر الكعبة. Everything is there. وهو قد أسلموا. الناس قد أسلموا. ما زال عندهم أمور الجاهلية. كيف؟ now يحج مشرك. Then السنة العاشرة. كيف؟ is working? طيب جزاك الله خير. والسنة العاشرة كان حجة الوداع, the farewell Hajj. And then the Prophet passed after that. Yeah, the Prophet passed after that. We made Hajj with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. فصلى بنا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم صلاة الصبح والفجر. So the Prophet prayed with us صلاة الفجر. ثم انحرف جالسا. And the Prophet, he came out of Salah, he was sitting. واستقبل الناس بوجهه. He turned around, he's facing the people after he finished making the Salah. فإذا هو برجلين من وراء الناس. When the people are sitting down and they're praying, he says 2 people way on the back on the wall. They didn't pray with the people. فقال ما منعكما أن تصليا مع الناس. Why didn't you 2 people in the back, why didn't you pray with us? فقال عفوا فاتني شيء. نعم أبا أحمد. فإذا هو برجلين من وراء الناس لم يصليا مع الناس فقال ائتوا بهما ائتوني بهذين الرجلين فأوتي بهما ترعد فرائسهما. Prophet said, bring those 2 people to me. They came and they were shaking. The fara'is is this area here that's under their arms. They came shaking out of fear to the Muslims. They said, go get them 2 people, bring them here. Why didn't they pray? So they went and got them, and they were so afraid they were shaking. So the Prophet said, what prevented you all from praying? قال يا رسول الله إنا قد كنا صلينا في الرحال. We prayed in our houses. We prayed in our house and we came to the masjid and they were praying. So what do you do? What if you have to meet a brother at the masjid, you prayed here at Isha, and you go to the other masjid and you get there and they're praying Isha. What do you do? Pray with them or pray 2 rak'ahs and sit on the side? What do? You pray with them. Nafila. No, you can't go in the masjid and just sit down. The jama'ah, that's the jama'ah al-fard. No, the jama'ah al-fard, you have to pray with them. What if you come in the masjid and they're praying Taraweeh, it's in Ramadan, and you didn't pray Isha? You join with them or you pray Isha by yourself? Yeah, Sali Isha bi mafradik. Sali Isha by yourself. Because they might go long. You know how long they might go. You pray your Isha by yourself, because that's sunnah. Yours is wajib. Then you join them. In Shi'te, if you wanted to join them. That's not wajib. I don't think it's because they're going to pray 2 rak'ahs, and you have to do 4, so they're going to get back up, and you're going to be in the middle of the row. ما يصلح. يا عثمان أنت معي الله يبارك فيك.
وإذا دخل المسجد ولا يعلم هل يصلوا التراويح أو يصلوا العشاء.
طيب يعمل بغلبة الظن هذا ثاني. يا قال فلا تفعل. The Prophet said, don't do that. Don't come to the masjid and the people are praying and you sitting in the back because you prayed in the house. إذا صلى أحدكم في رحله ثم أدرك الصلاة مع الإمام فليصليها معه فإنها له نافلة. He said, one of you prays in your house and then he comes to the salah and he reaches the imam praying the salah, then pray with him and make it for yourself nafila. I mean, it's an extra prayer. Sunnah, not wajib. فقال أحدهما استغفر لي يا رسول الله فاستغفر الله. One of them said, O Messenger of Allah, ask Allah to forgive me. And you'd be surprised if you gather up how many of the Sahaba made a mistake and asked the Prophet to make forgiveness for him. We would look like this is a minor mistake, but with that he's saying, Istaghfir li ya Rasulullah, ask Allah to forgive me. Even though they didn't know. هل عندنا في هذا الدين العذر بالجهل? Is somebody excused because of their ignorance? هذا من ديننا يا بشير. No, that's from our deen. طيب. So let's understand. What is العذر بالجهل? What if somebody came to the masjid and he didn't know that if you have relations you have to take a bath. So he just made wudu and he came make salah. Is he excused because of his ignorance? Na'am. Does he get the reward for that salah? Nah, salah is maqbool. Salah is maqbool, man. He didn't pray it, but he's not on any sin. But it's salah ghayr maqbool. Salah ghayr maqbool. But he has no sin on him. He's ma'adhur. Nah. Salah ala ghayr tahara. Nah. At the end of this hadith, قال فنهض الناس إلى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم فنهضت معهم. The people stood up going to the Messenger of Allah and I stood up with them. وأنا يومئذ أشب الرجال وأجلده. On that day I was a young man. I was able to squeeze through the people. قال فما زلت أزحم الناس حتى وصلت إلى رسول الله. I didn't cease pushing my way trying to get to the Prophet until I reached him. فأخذت بيده فوضعتها إما على وجهي أو صدري. I got to the Prophet's hand. I put it on my face or on my head. فما وجدت شيء أطيب ولا أبرد من يد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. I didn't find anything more colder and more better smelling than the hand of the Messenger of Allah صلى الله عليه وسلم. هذا هو هذا الباب. إلا أن المؤلف ذكر في آخر هذا الباب قال كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يحب الطيب أيضا مع كونه طيبا مطيبا. The Prophet had a natural scent. It was natural from him. But even with that, he did use طيب, oud, or عفوا misk, والعنبر. The Prophet did use it. Well, the hadith is well known, and the Nabi صلى الله عليه وسلم من حديث أنس هو عند الإمام أحمد حبب إلي من الدنيا النساء والطيب وجعل قرة عيني في الصلاة. I have been made to like from the things I like of this world, it's women, good smells, and the pleasure of my eye and the contentment of my eye is what? When I'm in the salah. That's when he's very comfortable, when he's in the salah. We finished this bab. We finished this chapter. Inshallah, there's some chapters after that that's connected to it. The sweat of the Prophet and some chapters after that. ما زلنا بارك الله فيكم في سورة الانفطار. الله سبحانه وتعالى يقول كلا بل تكذبون بالدين. ما معنى تكذبون بالدين? That they reject the deen. ما معنى الدين يا يوسف؟ الحساب. الحساب. They don't believe in this hisab. So now, بارك الله فيكم, this is something that's very, very important. And I want all of us to be able to convince somebody about Islam. When you're calling somebody to Islam, you're not telling them, listen, we Muslims, we don't eat pork because pork is not good for you. He might say, well, I don't eat pork either. Maybe I don't need your religion then. You don't eat pork, I don't eat pork, I don't eat pork either. That's not the deen of leaving pork. No, it's bigger than that. Somebody might say, well, in Islam we grow beards. He might say, matter of fact, I like the beard. Nah, it's a bigger message. It's bigger than that. Nah, we worship Allah alone because He created us alone. Nah, we feel indebted to Him. Ask anybody, are your two eyes, are they precious? It's a precious gift? You paid for them eyes? Or it's a freebie? You just got it like that? Nah. You have lungs? Where you get them from? Tell me. You got veins? You got hearing? You got lips? You got nose? Where you get that from? Nah. He can't deny it. He can't deny it. Nah. So is it just free? It just comes like that? Some people they're born blind. Why? They've been punished or something? They've been cursed? Or that's just the way it is. That's just where it comes. Some people get it and some people don't get it. Some people get it, some people don't get it. So now, if somebody was doing wrong, he wronged this one. He took that one's money. He robbed that one. He did this one wrong. Cheated that one. Lied to that one. He's going to get away with all that? I mean, he's not going to be asked. You think he's just going to get away with all that? No. No way. No way. No. So we have to concentrate on this. We have to concentrate on this. Everybody has to know how to invite somebody to Islam. That's not only Imam of the masjid. You have somebody at your job that's interested in Islam, say, listen, you should feel indebted to the one that created your lungs. And you have a nervous system, you have a digestive system, you have a respiratory system. Who keeps your heart beating when you sleep? Who you pay? You have a guard on duty, 24 hours. When you go to sleep, he just keep you breathing. Who wake you up from your sleep? You pay somebody? Nuh-uh. The favors that Allah has given us is countless. وَإِن تَعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا. That's what Allah says. And if you were to count the favors of Allah on you, you couldn't add them up. Nuh-uh. We feel indebted. Allah has saved us. When we're sick, we don't own our health. At any minute, I could go to sleep now, wake up, I have a fever, got a toothache, got a headache, my back hurts, I don't even know why, I got a pain inside my stomach, I don't know why. We don't own it. It's not in our hands. And then I'm feeling better. We don't own the cure. Like we mentioned earlier, the hair on your head, you don't own it. One day you might get up and it's just going away. Are people bald at like 24, 25, 30? They go bald? They don't hair. The blackness in your hair you don't own. Allah does this to show how weak you are. You go gray. Just the blackness. You don't own anything. You got it? You are the property of Allah. You're a slave. You don't like that word? That's what you are. You're property of Allah. Do people lose their teeth when they get older and become elderly? Lose their teeth. Do people lose their mind? Do they lose their senses? What do you own? What do you have? What do you have? You have it just to hold on to something. People lose the movement of their knees. They lose the movement of their back. Nuh-uh. They can't grab things like they used to be able to grab before. Nuh-uh. That's the reality of it. Nuh-uh. That's the reality of it. Nuh-uh. So we're indebted to Allah. Everything we have, Allah wants to show us. You're going to go back to Allah. You came in here in this world like a baby. Somebody had to hold your head up and change your pamper, and you're going to go out of here the same way. Somebody's going to have to mash up your potatoes for you. You're not going to have any teeth, and have to feed you your food. And get somebody to wash you up, because you're not going to be able to do it. Can't even let you go outside. You'll be missing, just go walking astray. That's just the way it happens. That's the way it happens. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what does this mean? كَلَّا بَلْ تُكَذِّبُونَ بِالدِّينِ. Why do the people harm one another, rob one another, harm themselves? Why do they fall into sin and disobedience, and abomination, nasty things, filthy things? Why do they do these things? What's the primary reason why people sin? They don't believe in the hereafter. What's the primary reason? That a man, he's married, he don't go looking out for no other women. He don't do that. Why? What's the main reason he don't do that? He's afraid he's going to be asked about that Yawm al-Qiyamah. Everything that he does, he's going to be answered about it right in front of Allah. That's the main thing holding him back. If he found some money, he won't even take it. As a Muslim, he won't even take it. If somebody gave him some money and gave him too much, he won't even rest the whole night. Like, man, he gave me too much money. That's how the Muslim is. You with me? Was he? He's like, I got to give this back to him. Ma yartah. He's not comfortable. Because of what? Because he believes in the hereafter. Ni'mah, it's a beautiful belief. When you believe in the hereafter. When your heart is attached to the hereafter. When you're thinking ahead, you're thinking of after you die. Not when you die. You're thinking of after you die, when you raised up from your grave, and you're going to be asked about those actions. You thought nobody was watching you? You get by, but you don't get away. It's going to come back. It's a belief. It's a belief. If you don't believe it, carry on. Carry on. But that's why you low and dirty the way that you are. That's why you low and sleazy. That's why you stab your brothers in the back. That's why you lie and steal. That's why you do the dirty things that you do. Because you don't believe in that day. That's the bottom line. Look at Ibn Kathir says, he says, Bel, إِنَّمَا يَحْمِلُكُمْ عَلَى مُوَاجَهَةِ الْكَرِيمِ. Well, we're going back to the ayah, يَا أَيُّهَا الْإِنسَانِ مَا غَرَّكَ بِرَبِّكَ الْكَرِيمِ. Oh mankind, what has deceived you from your generous Lord? What has made you feel so comfortable from his punishment? How do you feel so comfortable? You know why? Because I don't believe anything's going to happen. That's why I feel that comfortable. Ya Abdul Sabur. Understand what I'm saying? Ibn Kathir says, بل إنما يحملكم على مواجهة الكريم ومقابلته بالمعاصي تكذيب في قلوبكم بالميعاد والجزاء والحساب. If we know that, نجهز لهم أوراد ندعوهم إلى الإيمان بالله واليوم الآخر. نحن مقصرون. نعم. He said, that which is causing you to face your Lord and the things that Allah gives you, that your Creator gives you, to you to counter that with disobedience, harming people, harming yourself. The limbs that He's given you, to use it to harm yourself and harm others. Some people, they don't have a hand to use. They don't have, you use everything you have, your intelligence, to cheat people out of their money. Your kind words and your slick words, all of it in disobedience. All of it to take advantage of people. He said nothing helps you, encourages you, and pushes you to do that except disbelief in your heart about the resurrection and that you're going to be held accountable and that you're going to be recompensed for your action. That's why you do that. That's why you do that. Now, so if we know this, it's upon us to call the disbelievers to Islam from that bab. If we know why they're doing what they're doing, then we need to call them to Islam from that bab. Now, in the systematic, strategic way. Somebody knows who has how to speak, who knows how to write, and it could be written. Sometimes it could be spoke. It could be put on the internet. A 1 minute message, 1.5 minute message, 2 minute message. Now I'm continuously calling them, straighten up. If you don't straighten up now, you're going to straighten up later. I'm telling you, you're going to be sorry. Nah. After Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there's several ayats that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explains that people commit sins because they don't believe in the hereafter. Listen to these ayats. نقرأها دائما. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَيْلٌ لِلْمُطَفِّفِينَ. Woe to the mutaffifin. ما معنى المطففين؟ من يجيب؟ نعم يا أم خالد. No, the one he cheats people. He cheats. When it's come time for them to weigh the people, they're buying by weight or they're buying by what size, whatever, he cheats them. Nah. Allah explains it. الَّذِينَ إِذَا اقْتَالُوا عَلَى النَّاسِ يَسْتَوْفُونَ. When they're buying wheat or they're buying grain, they make sure the weight and everything is good. وَإِذَا كَالُوهُمْ أَوْ وَزَنُوهُمْ يُخْسِرُونَ. If they are selling it and they're waiting for them, they cheat them and they make it less. What does Allah say? أَلَا يَظُنُّ أُولَٰئِكَ أَنَّهُمْ مَبْعُوثُونَ. مَا مَعنَى أَلَا يَظُنُّ؟ أَلَا يَتَيَقَّنُونَ. Aren't they sure that they're going to be raised up? Don't they know? أَلَا يَظُنُّ أُولَٰئِكَ أَنَّهُمْ مَبْعُوثُونَ. Don't these people know they're going to be raised up يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ لِيَوْمٍ عَظِيمٍ, on a great day, يَوْمَ يَقُومُ النَّاسِ لِرَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ, the day that people will come out of their graves. That's why they do that sin. Because they don't believe. They're not even thinking about that. They're not even thinking about that. No. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, we're going to finish these ayahs today. كَلَّا بَلْ تُكَذِّبُونَ بِالدِّينِ وَإِنَّ عَلَيْكُمْ لَحَافِظِينَ. ما معنى هذا؟ وَإِنَّ عَلَيْكُمْ لَحَافِظِينَ. يعني ملائكة. رقباء يراقبون. You have malaika, they're writing down all your deeds. Your good deeds and your bad deeds, it's all written down. Na'am. Wallahu sari'ul hisab. Allah is going to bring you account quickly. Everything you say, everything you do is going to be held accountable against you. All is going to be for you. Your good deeds are going to be for you. And your bad deeds are going to be against you. If somebody understands that, he's going to be making tawbah. He's going to be making tawbah. He's going to be asking Allah for forgiveness. Imagine you have a lot of sins and you make tawbah and it goes away. And your good sins and your good deeds, they remain. What a deal. That's a good deal. Naam. That's a good deal. Naam. Inna alaykum lahafidhin kiraman katibin. Honorable angels that write your deeds down. يعلمون ما تفعلون. They know what you do. طيب سنكتفي بهذا السؤال. They know what you do from good and bad. Allah didn't say يعلمون ما تعملون. It's so close. يعلمون ما تعملون. يعني هو ثقيل على اللسان. إنه من نفس الكلمات. فهمتني يا أنت? What's the difference between يعملون ويفعلون? What's the difference between عمل والفعل.
يفعلون يعني فعل حاضر، ويعلمون يعني عن الماضي.
لا، ما هو ماضي أو مستقبل. ما معنى يعملون عندك يا محمد عباس؟ الله يعلم ما تفعلون. Allah knows what you do. تفعلون. نعم.
يعني يعملون their deeds. What they do من عمل is their deeds. يفعلون is all of their actions.
أحسن. يعملون what you do عمدا. Good or bad. يعملون is what you do عمدا. تفعلون, you blink. You turn your head this way. You sit up. Allah knows everything you do. Every harakah. وعنده مفاتيح الغيب لا يعلمها إلا هو. With him is the keys of the unseen. No one knows it except who? Except him. وما تسقط من ورقة إلا يعلمها. Not a leaf falls from a tree except Allah knows it. What about you? When you sit up, when you sit back, and when you blink, and everything you do, يعلم ما تفعلون, the things you do. Not even intentionally. What about the things you do intentionally? Nah. Your unintentional movements are way more than the things you do intentionally. Nah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yuhasibuha kullah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rewards it, records it all. طيب إن شاء الله نكتفي بهذا يا إخوتي في الله. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.